Well, 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 look what we have here. This must be the new improved Sector Assault solo game board. Let's find out more. Oh, we're running. Right. Hi. I'm a bit tired. I think I need a break from game designing at the minute, but I just wanted to give you a quick update regarding Sector Assault. As you can see, we have a newly designed board, which I'm really pleased about, as well as some nicely designed instructions. Let's take a closer look. Well, this is the Mark 5. I can't believe there's been 5 versions already of the board, and I think we're getting close to something that's workable. So we still have all the discs that record the values of the resources and the shield, as well as this nifty little dice holder here that we can store our dice in. And the big problem I found was that this row here to store the pieces, either when they're removed from the board or just when you're not playing the game, it was hard to differentiate between this row and the rows that you play on. So I created this little border going all the way around that tapers off nicely, because don't forget, although this is a solo game, you can actually combine 2 boards together like this, which is really hard to do when you're filming by yourself, and it allows you to battle it out across the 2 play boards like so. So yeah, new improved board. Just gave some improvements to the way the control panel looks. So try to get a bit of 3D monitor action going like so. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way the board has turned out, and I think, like I said, we're getting closer. So let's take a look at gameplay and the pieces. So here's a typical board layout. And you will notice that there are arrows now on the pieces like so. Let's see if we can't zoom in on there. Arrows on the pieces, and I've been struggling for a while, as you might see from previous updates, to how to factor in these rotational moves, so that when the player goes alongside an enemy ship, we can use one of our goes to rotate them away. And it's this rotation which governs how successful an attack is, either the player attacking an enemy or vice versa. So if the attack is facing head on, if the attacker is facing head on, then there is a greater success than if the attacker is doing a side attack. Likewise, if the player comes up and attacks from behind an enemy who's pointing away, then that greatly increases the chances of a successful attack as well. I really like the fact that everyone has their move, and then everything rotates around this key planet here, so everything will sort of shift round as we orbit clockwise around the planet, and each sector has its own path to follow, depending on whether you're on the outer rim or the inner orbit of the planet. So yeah, I really like how the game is progressing. I'm a bit relieved, to be honest, with regards to the rotational aspect, but I think it's there. Let's take a look at the instructions. So I thought the instructions would be the easy part, but apparently not. It is really difficult to clearly explain the rules and lay them out in a really clear and easy to understand manner. And I wanted to add some graphics. I wanted to be the instructions to be like a work of art. So here is what the instructions currently look like for Sector Assault, and I'll make them available to download, which would be really cool, as well as the STL 3D print files, so people can 3D print their own, because I think I need a bit of a break from Sector Assault at the minute, play it some more after a little bit of a a break when I need to concentrate on other things, tackle it with fresh eyes and fresh ideas. But in the meantime, people are very welcome to download, 3D print their own, and grab a copy of the Sector Assault instruction booklet. Also, there's a nice feature here. There's a QR code there that you can scan, and it will play a Sector Assault soundtrack, so you can fully immerse yourself in fighting enemy drones across galaxies far, far away. The instructions, I'm really happy with the way they've come out, but boy, was it really hard to squeeze it all in and write it in a very, very clear manner, because I'm not very good at that sort of thing, to be honest. But yeah, Sector Assault, game board, and instructions. So there you have it. I can't believe we're on the 5th version of the board and the 4th video update. It's been quite an interesting journey, and I've learned so much, and I would recommend it to anybody. I know I'm complaining I'm a bit tired, but that's because I've got lots of other stuff going on. But this is so cool that I can sort of throw it in my bag and keep play testing it on the go. There is a link to download the 3D files. There is a link to download the instructions as well. By all means, have a go. Play test it yourself. Always open to suggestions. I would like to keep it as simple as possible. So I've had a few people come up with some really great ideas, but I think it's just a little bit too complicated. I want a really quick, easy to follow game. Simple as. Everyone enjoys those. So yeah, give it a go. Have a go. I'm starting to send out a few to friends as well. So interested to see what they come back with. But yeah, leave a comment if you've played or you're interested in helping me develop this game further. I'd love to hear from you. Right, I think that'll be it. We'll take a break from Sector Assault. Let's get cracking on some other stuff soon, shall we? See you later. Take care, and bye-bye.